Palm Jebel Ali is set to be the leading coastal destination anywhere in the UAE when it comes to villas, luxury lifestyle, and essentially giving you the best Dubai has to offer. Now, there's a lot of reasons. I've been through them. I've done the analysis from an investment point of view. I've done the analysis from an end user point of view for a family to love and enjoy. And I think I've broken down the top 5. And that's why we're here today. My name's Benny Blackwell. Welcome back to Broker with Benny. I've been a real estate advisor here in Dubai for the best part of 5 years now, working predominantly on the Palm Jumeirah. So Palm Jebel Ali for me was a natural progression. This is why I think Palm Jebel Ali is the next hottest, best investment, but also the best place to live in the UAE. Now, for those of you watching who aren't real estate brokers here in Dubai, who are watching from all over the world, I'm sure you've heard of the Palm Jumeirah. Now, the Palm Jumeirah is the most iconic, in my opinion, along with Miami Beach and a couple of others, the most iconic residential community on a coastline anywhere in the world. What if I told you Palm Jebel Ali is set to be bigger, better, and offer you some things which the Palm Jumeirah just doesn't?
To truly push the boundaries of living, something extraordinary must be built. An island, crafted on top of the waves, leaving you feeling unmistakably, unforgettably inspired.
Now, for those of you who have been living under a rock and do not know what Palm Jebel Ali is, it is arguably the most talked about, hotly anticipated coastal community anywhere in the world. To give you an idea of the scale of Palm Jebel Ali, we're talking over 13 million kilometers of livable space in the middle of an island, which has been built now, as we speak, out into sea, exactly the same as the Palm Jumeirah was. We're talking over 110 kilometers of coastline, 90 kilometers of which is usable beaches, which is incredible. And then we're also talking about over 80 hotels, resorts, hospitality brands that will be basing up on Palm Jebel Ali. So we're not only talking a great place to live, we're talking a great place to travel, to enjoy as a holiday destination, but also essentially a bit of an amalgamation of the best parts of the Palm Jumeirah, brought together with some of the best and biggest brands from elsewhere in the world to come together to form what is truly promised to be something unique, something grand, something special, and what I think will be the best place to live anywhere in the UAE. But why? Reason 1, scale and vision. We're in Dubai. We do everything in Dubai bigger, better, shinier, more expensive. We are record breakers, and Palm Jebel Ali will continue that trend. Now, Palm Jebel Ali is huge. It's over double the size of Palm Jumeirah. So Palm Jumeirah is already arguably the best place to live. I spend most of my time there. It's where I do most of my business. So this is coming from me. Arguably the best place to live in the UAE. Imagine something bigger, something with more space, something with more privacy. That's what Palm Jebel Ali will offer. Plus a master plan which caters for hospitality, green spaces, retail and shopping, as well as ultra-private luxury villas. So the scale of the thing is absolutely huge. 2, from a logistics point of view. Connectivity is everything here in Dubai. We're just coming out of summer, cars are back on the road, and you're really starting to feel it. Now, the location for Palm Jebel Ali is ideally situated between Dubai and Abu Dhabi. For those of you who don't know the UAE market, that connectivity between Abu Dhabi and Dubai is fundamental, because Abu Dhabi, a huge business hub for the whole of the UAE, the capital of the beautiful region I managed to call home, is only getting bigger and better from a commercial point of view. You factor that in with the fact that this villa community is going to be under an hour away from it, but then also under half an hour away from the main hubs like Dubai Marina, Palm Jumeirah, and then 35 to 40 minutes away from another business hub like downtown. The location is perfect. Secondly, Al Maktoum Airport. World record-breaking airport. It's going to be the biggest, the best, with the most traffic, the most airplanes, and this is going to be just 20 minutes away. So those that are even stopping over for business, people that call to buy a home for maybe 3-4 months a year, they've got such an easy transit from airport to their beautiful beachfront villa located on a high number front, which enjoys a gorgeous sunset view when they get off the plane. It's genius. Now, in terms of what's going to be on the land, the master plan has been designed meticulously. And by this, we've got Palm Jumeirah as a beautiful template of what coastal villa community can look like and feel like. And then they've just taken all the best bits and added even more so. So we've got a few fundamental parts, starting with the trunk. Now, the trunk chunkier sole that when you drive onto the Palm, it's the first bit you will enter on, and that will be beach clubs, restaurants, retail. It'll be lively, it'll be slightly more cosmopolitan, and have a bit more of a metropolitan vibe where people are out for cocktails, mocktails, people are dining, and people are also doing some shopping at some major outlets. You drive upwards even more so, and you will get to the Spine. Now, the Spine is the big sell for me. Underwhelming, I know, for some of you, but for me, the Spine is the home of all the green spaces, foresty areas, parks, hiking trails, which will go through, luscious green landscapes. And I think this is something which is a real big addition to the Palm Jumeirah. This green space, Europeans, you want to be in the fresh air, you want to be surrounded by green, trees, leaves, bushes, everything in between, and that's what the Spine will offer, along with some really good recreational sporting areas, pitches, paddle courts, tennis. This is where you go to stay fit, stay active, and have a good time. As you continue up, you go to the Crown. Now, the Crown is the tip of the tree, it is the gem on the jewel, and this is where you're going to have the creme de la creme of brands. I'm talking world-leading hospitality brands. For those of you that know Palm Jumeirah, think of the Royal Atlantis, think of Rixos, think of Six Senses, the W, global brands, top performers in the hospitality sector around the world. That will be the crown jewel, and they will all be situated there. Now, you've got the East Crescent and the West Crescent, or maybe the other way around, depending on what way we're watching this. That's where your leisure, your hospitality is going to be, your hotels, and it's also going to have some gorgeous marina areas. So already what we found out is we drive up into a gorgeous, busy, hustling, bustling nightlife sector, which almost feels a bit like Canary Wharf for any Londoners watching. You then drive up to a bit of an oasis, a bit of a sanctuary, which is the green areas where people will be keeping fit and keeping active. You then go into the Crescent, which is where most of the tourists will be staying, but also where you have a lot of luxury branded residents. And of course, you have the tip of the tree, the gem, the jewel, that will be the Crown. There's one thing we haven't spoke about yet. The Fronds. The Fronds is where you will call home. The Fronds is a gated VIP section purely for villa owners. You cannot get on the Fronds if you are not a villa owner or you're visiting a villa owner. So they're gated beachfront villas, mansions that are starting at 5 bedrooms, 6 bedrooms, 7 bedrooms, all being sold as individual plots with the utmost level of privacy, ultra modern finishing, sleek boutique with private beaches. Even numbers will have, a sunset view, and the odd number villas will have a sunrise view. So every villa has been crafted to have something unique about it and a different theme, whether it's tropical mist, sea breeze, coral, beach villas. There's so many different types, which means that of all the variations of homes that are being built on these fronts, there's going to be something perfect for most people, particularly the end users that are coming over looking for a family home. And finally, from an investment point of view, the numbers stuff. Whether you're buying this to love and enjoy, I guarantee you still don't want to lose money on it, right? Of course not. So whether you're buying for investment, looking to resell or rent out, I think it's a great prospect. But if you're just looking for somewhere safe to park your money that's not going to depreciate, I think Palm Jebel Ali is that, and I'll tell you why. If we look at the scarcity of coastal land here in Dubai, beachfront communities, the coastline makes up 10-11% of Dubai right now. Automatically, that drives demand. So you're already in a tiny percentage in terms of your location. We then look at globally. Other coastal major players around the world, whether that's Miami Beach, whether we're looking at the Hamptons, whether that's even looking at down in the UK on the south coast in Sandbanks, we see a constant trend that's where prices will rise the most, because people want to be on the sea. They want to step out their back garden, feel sand under their feet, and be able to surf, ski, jet ski, do whatever they want on their beach. And that's where luxury real estate really thrives, on the coast. So when we compare it to global players, we're looking at 3,000 to 4,000 dirhams a square foot right now for the new launch coming up. That represents exceptional value. You'd have to turn that 3,000 to 4,000 dirhams to $3,000 to $4,000. Oh, that's not easy to say. Before you then get to Miami prices. And I think now where Dubai is situated, and we look at it on a global scale, macroeconomics, we're becoming the go-to destination for high net worth individuals. I'm from the UK, I'm from London. The UK's got more millionaires leaving and high net worth individuals leaving than anywhere else in the world. Dubai has more coming than anywhere else in the world. So a prime product like this, perfectly priced, in a rare waterfront location, connected to the busiest airport in the world and one of the major players in the UAE, which from a business point of view, that is Abu Dhabi. You can't tell me there's anything about this launch, this product, this master plan that shouldn't fill you with confidence from an investment point of view or from your dream home point of view. So that's my view. Again, I am a broker, but I'm also someone who studies the market here and overseas for a lot of my clients, and I genuinely see the value in this. It's something which I'm actively pitching to my clients, and some of my old clients are actively asking me about. So I'm sharing the info with you. I believe in Nikhil, I believe in the vision of Dubai, and more importantly, I believe in the analysis that I have done to bring you this podcast and bit of analysis. So if you have any other questions about Palm Jebel Ali, off-plan generally in Dubai, then get in touch with me. It's Broker with Benny. We're going to bring you best content about Dubai real estate, real, raw and uncut. Stay tuned for the next episode.